Hello fellow YouTubers, this is Tombstone284 here with another Star Trek The Official Starships Collection review from the company called Eaglemoss. And today we're going to be reviewing the Ambassador class USS Enterprise NCC 1701C. So let's go ahead and get it out of the box. Now when you first look in the box, it's really seems like it's in there kind of snug, but it's not. As long as if the top's not on for the box, but if it is, then I think that it is. Now, at first look, if you didn't know any better, you would think it was part Galaxy class, because if you look from behind, it does kind of resemble the Galaxy class. As far as the way the design of the pylons for the warp nacelles and partially the warp nacelles themselves. But to me, it's kind of a cross between a Constitution and a Galaxy. It's got the rounded circular hull of like the Constitution. Has a deflector area dish like the Constitution refit, and the shape of like the Constitution refit hull, but has the pylons and design almost of the warp nacelles of a Galaxy. Now they do have a lot of color to it. There's a lot of a bluish green color, a lot of black and white for windows. There's a little bit of like a grayish brown tint, some red for the Starfleet symbol, and it has, just like all the others on top, since starting with the NX-01, as far as when the Federation started putting names on their ships and registries, NCC 1701C, and then on the bottom it has NCC 1701C. And just like I believe with the motion picture era Enterprise, it has the little red spots, which I'm thinking are where the phaser beam arrays are at, but I could be wrong. And it does have the registration, but what's different on the warp nacelles for registration, they also have it on the pylons, if you can see, as well as on both sides of the nacelles. NCC 1701C, United Federation of Planets. It doesn't say Enterprise or USS Enterprise. Now, it does have a little bit of weight because of the saucer section. The saucer is die-cast, where the rest of the ship is PVC. And also, if you notice, it does have kind of resembles, now that I think about it, like the saucer, the neck does. Well, it resembles the type of neck the Constitution has. Constitution refit also has lines like the Excelsior neck does. But all in all, it's a nice design, and personally I like it. And one thing I've noticed also, even in the show I noticed this, it has impulse power, I know, but it doesn't show where the impulse engines are at. It just shows the warp engines. So that being said, it's kind of weird not seeing impulse engines on a starship like this. On a Federation starship, not a freighter or anything like that. So, but all in all, I think it's a nice ship to have. Especially if you like the Enterprise ships, like I said before, I do, or you want the entire collection. So, let's go ahead and get to the stand. And just for reference, if you did not know, the Enterprise C is the ship in which Tasha Yar from the Enterprise D was supposed to have died on. But, it was found that she had lived and ended up, having a child with a Romulan, and her name is Sela. And the actress that played her was Tasha Yar, and she's also in Star Trek Online as Sela and Tasha Yar. So, and the captain was Rachel Garrett, who ended up, if you didn't see the episode, it's called Yesterday's Enterprise, I believe. I can't remember which season right offhand, and it was the only time the Enterprise C was ever seen, physically seen in the show. Now, there's a mission in there in the game dealing with the Enterprise C and the aforementioned Tasha Yar. But anyhow, the captain ended up, after Rachel Garrett was killed, Castillo, who was the only seated officer left, because Rachel Garrett had died, basically became captain. So, without further ado, we'll put the ship on the base in the stand so you can see what it looks like. And the stand says USS Enterprise, NCC 1701C. And I'm going to take a stab and I'm right. Just like with the Galaxy class and a lot of the other ships, it goes right on underneath the secondary hull and around the back where a warp missile or impulse engine, excuse me, would be. And then it sets just like this on the base. And there you have it, folks. The USS Enterprise, NCC 1701C, Ambassador class. And this is Tombstone 284, beaming out.